Well, hello everyone. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. I just wanted to make an update video on my new car that I got. So for those of you that have been following my channel for years at this point, I no longer have my 2009 Honda Accord Coupe. My parents actually sold that. It was their car. And now I have a 2017 Volvo S60 Dynamic T5 all-wheel drive. So I just wanted to go over this car and show it to you guys. I've had it for a month exactly, so I've learned the car pretty well inside and out, figured out how to work pretty much everything, and I've done some customization to it as well. So we'll just start you guys out with the exterior. Again, it's 2017 Volvo S60. This one specifically does have the Sport package. On the outside, that gets you these upgraded 19-inch diamond cut, I believe they're called Porsche alloy wheels. Not Porsche as in the car company, but think Porsche as in Ellen DeGeneres' wife in terms of spelling. Coming around back, I also have the rear lip spoiler. And with the Dynamics, you also get the R-Design rear diffuser and dual exhaust. I also had the car Polestar tuned by Volvo as well. We'll get into that in a little while. And then I also put the old Swedish plates that I had off of my father's V70R that I still had in my room when we did overseas delivery about 12 years ago. So just walk around the car. Again, 19-inch wheels. I think they're beautiful. It's what really sold me on this car, along with the exterior color of osmium gray. I just think it's really sharp looking. I mean, I know it's an older design at this point, but I really still think it looks fresh as a 2017 model car. So coming forward, what these tires are riding on, or excuse me, the rims are riding on are 235/40 R19s. They are Pirelli Cinturato P7s, and they're actually pretty good. I don't plan to test them in the winter time. I do plan on getting a set of dedicated snows, but in the wet and the dry, I've been very impressed so far. Going up front, you also have the R-Design front grille as well. My car also comes with active bending headlights. They are by Xenons as well. And then up here you do have this little block in the front grille. That is because I have adaptive cruise control as a part of the tech package, which I will get into when I head on inside. And of course, the traditional Volvo logo across the front as well. So what we'll do next is we'll hop inside. So this car has comfort access entry, or keyless entry essentially, so I have the keys in my pocket and I can just put my hand on the door handle and the car will unlock. And the interior is the off black leather interior, and what's nice about it is it has this white stitching that's done up all around the seats, which I really do like. And also you have some aluminum accents on the door, as well as your door handle, and then on the center dash, which is called Volvo's floating dash as well. So let's hop on in. So I've had it for a month exactly. I've already put about 2,200 miles on it. I did take a road trip to Pennsylvania, which was about 1,000 miles, 1,100 miles or so. So that definitely did bring my mileage up quite a bit. And I'm averaging about almost 28 miles per gallon with this car, which is very good. We'll get into the gas mileage and what that's rated at in a little bit. So to start the vehicle up, you just put your foot on the brake and then you just tap the start-stop button here. And it starts right up. So being that my car is a T5, what this uses is Volvo's new line of Drive E engines. So the T5 does not mean that it's a 5-cylinder anymore. What that means, it's actually a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, and from the factory this makes 240 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Going back to my Polestar tune that you guys saw on the back, so what that does to this car is it brings torque up from 258 to 295, and you do quite notice it in terms of the mid-range and power in this car. So I'm pretty happy about that. Definitely worth the about $1,000 upgrade there, in my opinion. Just coming through your center display here in terms of your speedometer, this can actually be changed. You can go into different themes, and you can adjust it from elegance, which I have it at the moment, to eco, to performance. My personal favorites are going to be performance and elegance, just depending on what mood I'm in. But it's very easy to switch through each one. So we'll put it back into elegance to give us that full speedometer. But Anyway, coming down here, so this is Volvo's floating dash design. They've had this for quite a few years in their vehicles. I would say it is getting a little dated at this time, but in terms of the functionality and the buttons, I find it very easy to use. In terms of options that I have on here, I have heated seats, I have lane departure warning, I have distance alert, I have parking sensors, along with a backup camera. And I guess now's a good time to take a look at the window sticker, which I grabbed as well for you guys so you could see it. So this is obviously 2017 Volvo S60 T5 all-wheel drive dynamic. Got it from Lovering Volvo, actually in Concord, but they brought it up from Nashua. MSRP of the all-wheel drive is $35,950. So I have the technology package, which gets you rain sensing wipers, adaptive cruise, collision warning, full auto brake, pedestrian and cyclist detection, distance alert, driver alert control, and active high beams, which work really fantastic at night. They come on and off almost immediately when you need them to. Plus road sign information, which actually tells you the speed limit of the road that you're on because it reads those signs, which is very handy for if you're in an area that you're not familiar with that. Additionally, a must-have for me was the Sport package. That gets you the Sport chassis, so it does sit a little bit lower than a regular S60 and have stiffer suspension. You also get paddle shifters as well on the steering wheel. And you can customize the weight of the electric power steering. It's not as great and direct as my Accord was, I will admit, but it handles better than the Accord for sure. And those 19-inch Porsche wheels that I was telling you about. I also got the Vision package, which has my blind spot monitoring. That's up in the corners here. You guys can see it, the BLIS. So that will light up when there's somebody in my blind spot, which I find really, really handy. Additionally, I have rear park assist sensors, so it'll beep if I get too close to anyone behind me. Cross traffic alert, that will tell me if there's a car or a person walking behind me in reverse. Obviously a backup camera, the upgraded digital gauges, the TFT cluster, keyless drive, and then home link up there. There's also a charge for metallic paint, the osmium gray that I got, and then I got the Sport pedals as well. Rubber floor mats were included as well, the trunk spoiler, and heated front seats. The only thing that this car does not have is the navigation and audio package, which would have given me the navigation system and the upgraded Harman Kardon sound system. And I wish it had it, but other than that, it's pretty much equipped the way that I would have optioned it myself. It does have a navigation button here. However, what that is, that's only internet maps. It might not even load right now because you have to be connected to a internet source to load it, but it doesn't give you turn-by-turn directions, which is unfortunate. But I mean, everyone has their phone now, so you see it's an upgrade to Census navigation. But overall, I'm still very happy with the car, how everything is with the vehicle. Let's see, what else do I want to show you guys? Obviously, it has a sunroof. Very hard to find a Volvo without one. Works just as you would expect. And of course, it has a tilt function. And close that as well. Oh, coming back down here, so this actually is an 8-speed Eisen automatic. So this is actually very good. It's very quick shifting. I'm very pleased with it. Upgrading from a 5-speed to an 8-speed, it makes quite the difference. The shifts aren't as quick as, say, the BMW ZF automatic or a DSG made by Volkswagen or Audi, but still for a Volvo, it's very, very impressive, I have to say. Put that back, and then I have a sport mode, so that pulls it up there on the dash, and then I can shift manually with the paddles. And they do shift reasonably quick. However, if you do bring it to red line, it will shift for you, which is kind of annoying, but we can't go too crazy, you know? All right. So let me show you guys the back seat space in the car as well, along with the trunk. So in terms of back seat space, it's nothing fantastic, but in terms of a compact luxury sedan, it's not bad. The seat is currently set at where I'm comfortable driving at about 5'9", and I have a good amount of legroom back here. There are these indentations that come out, so people with that are taller, they will be able to have their knees come up a little bit forward, and then also you have a nice pocket back here as well. No rear heated seats. That's an S60 Inscription option only, but that's all right. And you also have a fold down center armrest here as well, and cup holders. And these headrests also can be folded down as well, which is nice for more visibility. But I'll put them back up. And then a 12-volt outlet back here as well. And also, of course, your rear dome lights. And your materials carrier through back here as well, which is very nice. So we'll pop the trunk. Trunk button's right here. All right, as you can see, I have some stuff in it already, like sleeping bag, some shoes, some clothes. It's a pretty good size. It's pretty square. It's only about 12 cubic feet, so it's not the largest, but in terms of usable space, it definitely has it. Plus, you can also fold down the seats with the backrest release here. They fold 60/40, which is nice for more accessibility. Then I'll show you guys the engine as well. All right, so not much to see really. All of Volvo's newer engines, the 4-cylinder drive E, they don't call them that anymore, but that's what they are, the 4-cylinder turbos. They pretty much covered them all up with plastic, but that's what it is. For a 4-cylinder, it's pretty refined. It makes good noises. Not quite the same good noises that my 6-cylinder Accord made, but again, this is a different kind of car. Up here, we do have the R Design strut tower brace that comes off the S60 R Design, because this does have the R Design suspension, so it does drive a little bit better than a regular S60 as well. So, close that up. So that was just a little quick overview of my new car for you guys. I'll definitely keep you posted. I will be having this at least for the next 3 years because I did lease it. But right now, with the incentives that Volvo is putting on their vehicles, the lease buyout at the end is incredibly inexpensive. So if I decide in a couple of years that I want to keep this vehicle and it makes sense, it might be something that I could do. So if you guys have any questions about the car, I know this was a quick little overview, please do let me know. And I appreciate you guys watching as always. Have a great one.